It's the noob, expert noob, and in this series of videos here, we let the wheel decide how we are going to do the Cayo Perico Heist. Sometimes it goes straight, smooth, and easy. Sometimes it's a pain in my butt, and you get a good laugh out of it. So let's get into it and spin the wheels and see how we got to do this heist. All right, here we go again, guys. Another one. Let's let the wheel decide how we do the Cayo. So, this wheel, we're going to select our vehicle to get there. Will be the Annihilator, the patrol boat, which it's been selecting way too much, the Longfin, the Kasaka, the Alchemist, or the Villain. Which one's it going to be? Well, let's spin a wheel and find out. The Longfin. Hey! That's a good choice of a vehicle there. So, hopefully this will be a sign that the wheel will be nice this week, unlike last week. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, now time for our island entry point. What's it going to be? The mid-map, airstrip, north dock, main dock? Now, preferably we want the airstrip, just to stick with the meta, Longfin, airstrip. But we know the wheel's not going to do that for us. So let's spin and see what kind of trouble we're going to get into. North Dock. Like we said, it wasn't going to give us the airstrip. Alright. Although the North Dock ain't too bad. Supposedly the new meta is what's been going on, but alright. Let's keep going. Okay, guys, now time for our secondary loot. Where are we going to get it from? North main dock, airstrip, mid-map, north dock. Preferably it'd be the north dock since that's where we have to enter the island. But we know the wheel has not been generous. So let's see what kind of trouble it's going to give us. Of course the airstrip. Why would it not pick the airstrip? Yeah, this is going to be fun. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, now time for the compound entry point. How are we going to have to enter the island? The meta would have been the drainage tunnel after we got secondary loot from the airstrip, but no. We didn't get to enter the island from the airstrip, so we're kind of all screwed up on that point. So, what's it going to be? The main gate, like last week, north door, north wall, south door, south wall, or the drainage tunnel? Let's see what it's going to give us. North wall. Okay, so now I have to find a grappling hook. Oh boy, this is not going to turn out good. Alrighty, on to the next one. Okay, now time for our weapons loadout. How I do not want the crack shot again, nor the saboteur. So, are we going to be able to be lucky and get the conspirator or the aggressor? I don't know. Let's find out what the wheel's going to do. Probably give me something I don't want, just to make me mad. The aggressor. Okay. That'll work. At least it's being somewhat nice now. Now, watch it get me in the next two wheels. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, now time for our escape point. Last week, the wheel gave us the bottom of the map, which is great. We want that at all times. But we know the wheel will not give us that every single time. So, it's going to be the main dock, north dock, airstrip, or our coveted bottom of the map. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm in shock. It can't be. The bottom of the map again? 2 weeks in a row? I'm going to have to do something to make sure I'm still alive here. Alright. I'm just complete shock. Okay. Let's go on to the next wheel. Okay, hopefully the wheel will shock us again and give us the disguise since it hasn't been for the past couple ones. I could really use it this time. So let's see. Please, will you give me the disguise? I'm, yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. The wheel's being generous for a first time. Wow. All right. We got the disguise. Hopefully, it give us disruptions. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, now time for disruption missions. For those of you who have done this heist several times, you know these can be valuable to keep that annoying helicopter from chasing you down every single time you destroy one. A new one appears. So, will the wheel continue its generosity and give us disruptions? Let's find out. Nope. I guess its generosity decided to end. Okay. No disruptions. Kind of figured it would throw a rock here. All right. Now, let me get these set up. It's going to take me 30-40 minutes. It'll be a couple seconds for y'all, and we'll see you right back. All right, guys. I decided, after got no disruptions, let's throw a new wrinkle in it. Yeah, throw more punishment my way. Let's do a wheel for daytime or nighttime, since I've always done them in daytime. Never done them at night. Why don't we throw a wrinkle in the game here? So, we're going to have the wheel decide whether I do it in the day or at night. My luck, it's going to select night every time. So let's see what happens. Like I said, it's going to select nighttime. Okay. Now that I just really messed it up for me, now let's go to setting these things up. If you guys have any other thoughts I should add for the wheel, leave them in the comments below. I'll make sure I'll get it added. All right, well, let's get going. All right, we've got all that selected, so now let's get into this and get this thing rolling. Hopefully it won't be a disaster like last week. But you never know, because we have a new setting in here. And I could throw a whole wrinkle into this thing. So, let's just go ahead. Longfin. North Dock. Entry point is going to be the north wall. Escape point will be bottom of the map. Whew, thank you. And now the new one. Nighttime. Yes. Okay, let's make our pew-pews quiet. No. Well, anytime now. There we go. Now let's head me straight into the wall before you give me control. Yep. No, it wasn't good work, Charlie. You put me into the wall.
Here we are again. There is something special about amphibious landing. It calm before the tropical storm. And from what I hear, Mr. Rubio's mood these days, the storm is very tropical indeed. I am starting to think our host has unresolved anger issues. Why don't we give him some more, huh? Now pay attention. You will reach land soon. GPS trace acquired. I have your location. Once you are inside the compound, I will be able to see you on CCTV. The night is our ally, yes? Good for hiding, and perhaps the guards will be sleeping.
These guards sleep? No. No. Unfortunately, we can't get no loot here. So I just need to find a vehicle.
Some advice. When dealing with paranoid drug lords, expect CCTV everywhere.
Which I don't want to shoot that guard in the Jeep. So I guess I'm going to have to run all the way up here to the north drop zone. That kills my time for the elite challenge. but keeps me from being detected and setting an alarm off. Ah,
Americans with your self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands.
it was here.
In Russia, we bring friends, and our friends bring bags. More bags, more money in bags. Perhaps next time, yes?
Now, let's try and get over here. Get my uniform and stuff.
Back in the side saddle, huh, Capitan? You know, I think Mr. Rubio is best thing that ever happened to us. And we are worst thing ever happened to him, huh?
Let's see if we can take this guard out. Where are you? There you are. Ah. Whew. Okay.
You know, a man like Mr. Rubio, he would rather die than abandon his expensive taste, no matter how many times he is robbed. In Russia, we call such men ATM.
Oh, good.
How are the guards looking? Shaky? Nauseous? Our little appetizer worked, huh? Good, good.
All right. Thank you. Turn around. Now we should be able to do this. Get the uniform.
All right, next step. Find the truck and drive straight through the main gate.
There we go. Now. Where'd I leave my motorcycle at? The one thing I hate about doing this. I lost my motorcycle. Good thing I saw this one here. All right.
Fail me again. Do not. Please. I'm so fucking bored of executing employees. Maldita sea! Ay!
Got scared there for a second. Thought I set the alarm off somehow.
By the way, you will always have room in your bag for main objective.
And unfortunately, all I found here at this airstrip was cash.
It pays to be selective with your looting. If it is too heavy, it will slow you down. Perhaps too much.
Not the best stuff, but hey, that's what we have to take. Alright, let this guard go by so we can get in there and get the other cash and get on to our main objective. Shoot, that means I gotta go up top. Dang it, I was hoping I didn't have to do that. Only thing I hate about the airstrip, having to do this. Alright, now let's fill the bags up. There we go. Let's get out of here. Where'd my motorcycle go? Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. It took off my motorcycle.
Oh, it's only a matter of time. Those greedy bastards can't resist coming back. And this time, we are waiting for them.
I gotta use this slow thing. Oh well, at least we got uniforms so we can just cruise on through stuff. And here I went the wrong direction. Makes that nice and easy.
Let's make some money. Checkpoint just ahead. Keep quiet and move quickly before they see through your disguise.
A little late there, Pavel. I done flew through there.
You are approaching checkpoint just ahead of compound. Be quick and be sure to avoid Rubio's personal guards.
Oh shoot, I didn't go get my grappling hook. That's a big mistake. I forgot all about my grappling hook and needing it. Daggone it. Alright, now this guy needs to walk on so I can go in there and grab it. Or not, he can stay there. Alright, now we can get onto the compound and get in there. Ah. Alright, now we can jump this wall and go.
Over the wall? Good. I have your signal loud and clear.
Now, fun fact, since I've climbed in here, I can go out the south wall, or the north wall, or the main gate. Any of those three choices, I can exit the compound. Okay.
Welcome back to the crime scene, yes? I believe you know your way around. Next up, we go downstairs.
Where is this camera?
¿Sabe quién tiene la tarjeta de acceso?
Sí, César. Recién estaba hablando con él.
Be careful in this area. Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards, they know their soldiers, and they will know you are not one of them. No matter
We
what
can zip
uniform
right
you
through
are wearing.
here. That was easy peasy. Oh man, that makes it so much easier. Okay, let's see what we got here.
It would be
Yeah,
rude not to
50,
check the
it's
safe,
not
I
bad.
think.
Not great. Alright. We're going to skip past this here real quick. Alright. Got through that.
Success. Good. Now, into the elevator. We are...
Alright. Let's get through here. Get this cheap tequila. And get out of here.
Okay, time to focus, yes? This display case is bulletproof and bomb-proof. The only way in is the plasma cutter. One slip, you lose your finger. Big slip, well, just ask my uncle.
All right, now let's get the heck out of here.
Unless you want to, in which case I will bring the caviar.
And thankfully, we can jump off the bottom of the map. It makes it so much easier. Of course, you hear the juggernaut stomping around.
Extra guards just arrived. Be careful. If you see anything you like on the way out, do not be shy. Help yourself.
Americano! Americano!
All right, let's get out of here.
Of Her Majesty the Queen!
Puta.
Ah, dang it. Ah. All right, let's get off here now that I done screwed up.
Yes, you are clear of the compound. This is the final strait. Fight your way through the last guards, and we get out of here. I have sent you the extraction coordinates for the north
All right,
box.
there's my motorcycle. Let's get off this island. Of course, we're going to hit the rock bush. The rock disguised as a bush.
It seems Mr. Rubio has woken up into his nightmare. All over again.
All right.
Attack boats in the water. Be careful.
Yeah, we're getting hit.
Looks like Mr. Rubio is heading back. Well, judging from their comms, it sounds like Mr. Rubio is reaching for his helicopter. Again.
There we go. Another successful heist. Well, somewhat. Anyways, if you like that content, hit the subscribe button and bell for future notifications. We'll see you in the next one, guys.